Hey guys, it's Daniel here. Just a short disclaimer on the video. Nihaal sounds like he's going through a tunnel, I guess, because the mic was rubbing up against his shirt. Done my best to kind of get rid of that, but that's what creates that effect. We're still kind of testing out what works with the mics, what works with our setting. I know it looks kind of dark, but it's still a work in progress, so be patient and hopefully enjoy this episode despite it sounding a little wonky. Thanks, guys.
Welcome back to another podcast. We finally have a name.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was going to say. We finally have a name. It is Across the Street.
It's kind of a play on it because we definitely don't live across the street from each other. Today, Nihaal picking me up from my house took us about 45 minutes?
On the way back, Toronto traffic northbound.
It was not cool.
45 minutes. Yeah, we're back. I can't believe, dude, we finally uploaded our first episode.
Yeah, I know. 84 fucking views so far.
84 views.
I did not expect that. And I appreciate everybody who's watched so far.
Exactly. I thought it was going to be 2 views.
Yeah, dead ass.
From what you know so far, there are no flies in the room. And also,
it's a new set.
Background, clarity, mics. There's been a lot of complaints about mics. Some people are telling me that they put the volume to max and they still couldn't hear.
Yeah, so hopefully we can work that out. I'll work at it with editing and all that stuff. So
Yeah. Shout out to Daniel. Daniel, what's your passion? Photography, right?
Yeah, photography. Starting to get into videography. This is kind of the start of it.
So before we were shooting on a GoPro, my GoPro, because I know nothing about cameras, and now he has what camera is this?
This is a Canon SL3, so it's just basic DSLR, I would say.
Well, it's much more clear than a GoPro.
Yeah. So hopefully, I hope the audio is better with our mics too. We got a whole new mic setup now too, so I'm pretty happy about that.
I'm trying to give out more chillax vibes with the sofa. Hopefully,
it feels like a fucking meeting table, the freaking dining table there, bro. Situational. What are we gonna do about more? Who are we nuking next?
So we got water this time around.
You didn't have to tell them that.
It's a little bit different. So I don't think we're gonna be sipping on it as much as the other days, but no.
Maybe me. I mean, I drank a lot recently, and my stomach's still been kind of fucked.
Oh my god.
So yeah, I might be checking out some water.
To tell them about the weekend. We're
so I went out drinking Friday night, and oh man, I just forgot my limit. I don't know if it's because I've lost weight that my limit's gone down, or just lost track of my limit. But man, I was wasted. So, around when 3 a.m. hit, I just started throwing up. Maybe even before that, I don't remember. Till 5 p.m. the next day.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I was out of commission. It's pretty bad.
You definitely mix drinks. There's no other way.
For sure I mixed drinks. There was mixed drinks, straight shots. I don't remember everything clearly, but
The craziest part is that you're still gonna drink in the future.
Okay, yeah, but I'm not gonna. I don't want to drink that. I'm probably gonna drink that hard.
Remember as kids, you're like, oh, I'm never gonna drink. It's disgusting, vomiting, stuff like that.
Okay, I never once said that when I was a kid.
Well,
look at me today.
Well, it makes sense.
It's okay.
Daniel's sick at parties. If you have any parties, please invite Daniel.
Ladies, you ever need a +1? I can be the life of the party for you.
Yeah. I can vouch for that. Everybody knows Daniel. He's just known as the Filipino god.
I appreciate that.
Party god.
Damn. So we forget to silence the phone.
Yeah, I did. It's okay.
We can cut that out.
Okay. So what's the topic for today?
Oh, today, funny enough, it kind of goes in with what we what's it called? Experience today. So we went to your brother's basketball game today.
Yes, we did. My brother, this is the first basketball game since the P word.
Since the pandemic.
Oh my god. Dude, we're not trying to get...
Well, they're not going to demonetize us. We're not even monetized.
Oh my god. Okay. So yeah, it's been 3 years since then. So yeah, everybody showed up. The parents, the brothers, the siblings, girlfriends, everybody. So yeah, the stands were full, right?
Yeah, I'd say the bleachers, it's not really bleachers, but they were pretty full. There's people on the sidelines. Everybody was getting pretty hype. You're both balled out too.
Exactly.
You're both balled out, bro.
Thanks, man. I mean, well, it's all him, but I forgot the intensity of high school games. Like high school senior games, they're pretty elite. It's some big level. I'm just used to recreational basketball runs
when we play outside or at a court or some shit.
Yeah, these guys just don't miss.
Yeah, they don't miss. They play really good defense.
Crazy.
It's better passing.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Exactly. But yeah, like the leagues, the plays, everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of sports, the topic of today is
Sports growing up as a kid.
sports growing up as a kid. So we kind of saw it firsthand. It's actually great that we went to basketball.
Yeah, it kind of fits.
Like my brother's basketball game, it kind of brought us down memory lane. I haven't been into a high school gym, or I mean, I've been to playing high school gyms to play volleyball after school and stuff, but I've never watched a high school game in a while. And
Since high
just
school?
seeing the intensity, yeah, since high school for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the intensity. It's good stuff. Growing up, I played volleyball, soccer, basketball. Just name every sport. No, I'm joking. But definitely volleyball and soccer. Basketball, I'm not good. Yeah, I played like driveway basketball and stuff recreationally, but definitely the two sports I focused on growing up: volleyball and soccer. How are you?
Growing up, I played baseball till midway through high school.
Yeah.
I fell off of it a little bit at that point, and I fucked up my elbow too.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun though. I didn't play like in school. I played in leagues, like house leagues,
Okay.
which was pretty fun. Yeah, I kind of like, even to this day, if you put a baseball in my hand, I'll remember all my motions and all the times how fun it was being a pitcher, hitting, running on the bases. The other sport I played, never played this officially like in a league, but I would say in high school was my most played sport was basketball. I would always play with my friends after school, whenever we could book an indoor court during like university or like after university. I still play it today. I don't consider myself a kid anymore, but like, I don't know. It still brings back those times of just feeling like a kid playing.
No, that's exactly it, right? And recently I had, like last Friday, there's a younger kid that came up. It's actually John's cousin, John.
Oh yeah.
She came along and she was really interested in volleyball.
Yeah.
And I kind of like trained her.
Yeah.
And just the happiness, the pure joy that they get.
Yeah.
I forgot about that because now it's like I still love volleyball, but
You're more competitive.
competitive, and also like I don't have the joy from the simple things about volleyball anymore.
Just like with your friends and all that shit.
Exactly, yeah. Because like back then, like I remember like grade 8, grade 7 when I like hit the ball over.
Yeah.
You do not say the word spike, guys. Spike. That's how you know you're not a volleyball player. It's called hit the ball over. But back when I used to hit the ball over and stuff, I remember how hyped I used to get. But now it's like you're expected to hit the ball over. You know?
Yeah, expectations grow more, right? Where did spike come from? Do you know where spike came from? Because growing up, I always thought it was spiking the ball.
No, I mean yeah, it is spike.
But like nobody ever calls it spike. Ever since I started playing with you guys, it's like nobody calls it spike.
It's just like a non-volleyball term. I don't know. And people are always like, can you spike? You could do this. I'm like, bro, like it's hitting the volleyball.
I suppose spike's like an American football term.
Maybe, yeah. No, maybe that's
Not play that.
The Americans just messed up. Yeah. How did you? Where did you play growing up?
Well, baseball. A lot of places just in my neighborhood. Various baseball fields around that with organized sports. They kind of organize it for you, set the schedule, which is really easy. You just sign up for the league, pay the fee, and that's it.
Yeah.
But I'm like, what's it called? I would say if you're wondering like more to where I started, kind of.
Yeah.
That's pretty easy. My grandparents and my dad like immigrated here around the time the Blue Jays were winning championships. So 91 back to back, 92, 93. Yeah, so they're always big on baseball ever since that.
Okay.
So when my dad started, like when my dad and my mom had me, my grandma would always watch me. So
okay.
I would always end up watching the baseball games on Sportsnet, on TSN, watching the Blue Jays always play. So I got really addicted from that. And then my elementary school friend, who I still talk to here to here, shout out Peter. He played a lot of baseball in elementary school, and he would just practice at school. And I had so much fun just either catching for him because he was a pitcher. He was a pretty fucking good pitcher too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had so much fun at that I really wanted to play. So eventually, I think it was grade 5 or 6, my mom finally let me play. Because my mom didn't really want me to play organized sports because I was an asthmatic kid who needed a puffer every 10 seconds. But she realized, she kind of saw that baseball
doesn't require that.
Yeah, unless you're like actually out there all the time where they're making you like run like that, you don't need to be that. Like have much high stamina. And then basketball, I would say, yeah, it was just high school. I went to a high school where basketball was really big. Everybody was playing it. The basketball team was super hype. We have a few NBA, but that school produced a lot of NBA players. Yeah. So it was just all around everywhere, and everybody wanted to play it, including all my friends. So that's where I kind of got started with all that. For you, where did volleyball? I think I have an idea, but like, where did it? Like, it's gonna be a really long trip down memory lane. So where did it start for you?
Right. Just one more question before we change topics.
Yeah.
Were you ever on like the baseball team in high school or anything?
My high school had a softball team, but they kind of underhanded. And I want to pitch, right? I want to play like the full motion. So I would play.
So you weren't even like a left field or anything, nothing.
I played. High school I didn't even play. I played softball in elementary school.
Okay.
In high school I just played baseball, focused on that.
Where did you play baseball though? Organized?
It was organized. It was an organized house league.
Oh, okay.
So every year we would play it. We play some of the local other leagues as well.
Nice.
It was really fun.
Interesting. Yeah, growing up, believe it or not, I think until my earliest memory of not being athletic was, I don't know if your school had this, but in the city that I live in, like a lot of, there's track and field day every year in May. So starting from grade 4, they just designated a day for track and field. So you pick like, 4 contests. I think there was like 3 track contests and 3 field contests or something. Okay. And you just kind of pick it. And I was last in every single one. I still remember in 100 meters, I was like dead last, right? And like everything, I just felt so unathletic back then. And I think grade 4 me would be very surprised on where I am right now. I'm not like any like volleyball league or anything, but like I'm decent at volleyball now. I'm pretty fit. I consider myself somewhat athletic, but back then I used to read books a lot, watch TV a lot. This is way back, like what is this, 2008, 2007, 2008, 2009.
That doesn't even feel that far long away, but yeah.
I know, it was back then. So, yeah, 100 meters, I finished last, and that was it's like a cringy memory. I still remember, like, the teacher, it was like a pity face that the teacher gave me, right?
Damn.
It was just like, damn. It's like,
damn.
But then I realized, slowly grade 4 and 5, I didn't make the volleyball team in grade 4 and 5 either.
Oh,
even though my dad was a volleyball player and he, this, that. I just wasn't athletic. And then in grade 6, I don't know what it was. I think my dad just trained me the entire year. It's definitely my dad. There's no way. Because it's whatever. But I used to play recess soccer a lot at the same time too.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, grade 6, I don't know what happened, but something just snapped. I realized, in track and field day, I realized the problem is I'm not a short distance runner. I'm a long distance runner.
Yeah.
Like I have more stamina now. And yeah, I ran 800, 1500. I think in grade 8, I was like, I won 1500 meters in school. I definitely can't do that. No, like that's grade 8.
Yeah.
But and what else? Volleyball. I made it to a volleyball team that year in grade 6. I actually made it to a junior and senior volleyball team at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, it was just volleyball. Even though it was volleyball. If you guys are familiar with the volleyball community or ever played volleyball, it was like until like grade 9, I'd say, it's very boring volleyball. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like slow. It's like
there's not many rallies
hanging there. Yeah, you're just like kind of standing there. You're not really working up a sweat, etc. Right? So I used to think, if this is volleyball, I don't want to play. Right? Whereas soccer, when I was playing in recess, I was on the soccer team in grade 7 and 8 as well. You're always running around things. So I love soccer, but it was like hand in hand until probably like grade 9. But in grade 9 and 10, I played house league soccer, which was fun. But at the same time, I definitely did take volleyball more seriously. But sports definitely did save me, I'd say.
Can I add something to soccer? Soccer is just, as a kid, one of the easiest things.
Oh yeah, dude.
You literally can put 2 sticks in the ground on each side and have a ball, and that's all you need. That's so easy to play.
Not even sticks. What we usually do is our bags.
Right. You just put 2 bags on one side and the other side, and that's it.
We still do that. We still put our bags on the side and just make mess. And I think slowly when I was a kid too, my organization gene slowly started coming into. Like I organized like volleyball and soccer like all throughout the year, and my organizations got bigger. But back then, I remember, I think I told you this story, but I think it was like grade 6 or 7. There was like this career fair. I don't know why there was a career fair in grade 6 or 7. We were very young, but they were just like, oh, you could be a planner. You could be an event planner. No. Before that, the girl was like, are you the organizer in your friend group? Do you organize these things? That's crazy. And then it's like, what if you could be a planner? Like you could plan events, this, that. And then I think that like fantasy in my head. It's like, right, damn, I can actually make money off of this, you know? And slowly but surely, I'm not making like, you know, hundreds of thousands of dollars yet, but hopefully one day, that is the goal. Watch this 4 years, and then making $100,000 here.
Damn, he's calling it on the podcast right now. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
I'm gonna quit my full time. Actually, can you turn that part up? I don't know if my boss is gonna see this, but you understand. $100,000 a year
Off tournaments alone?
Not tournaments alone, just organizing like everything, tournaments, leagues, everything. That'd be pretty dope. Different sports, not just volleyball either. Somehow, some way, I think sports is the way to go. But yeah,
because everybody wants to play, right?
Exactly. There's a lot of pressure though, but I could do it.
Okay. Well, so like, I'm just wondering, going from soccer to volleyball, would you say that's like an easy transition? Because I know you were kind of playing both simultaneously, but going from the workload primarily of soccer to volleyball, how was that, like, the increase of it?
So the toughest part of that was that the elementary school that I grew up with had 2 soccer fields. So in Graceland, there's 2 soccer fields. So that was awesome.
Was it kind of like the big kid side and the little kid side?
It was grade 7 side and grade 8 side.
Yeah.
So and we kind of played soccer because of that, and all my friends. And the thing is, all my close friends, you know, I still kind of hung out with them in high school too. They're all soccer players. Yeah. I'm surrounded. I do not, even to this day, from like high school and elementary school, I don't think I'm close with any volleyball friends, right? And back then, when you're teenager and stuff, you're very influenced by your friends. Like I said that with my brother right now, he's very influenced by his friends. So I really did not want to play volleyball at all. Right? Just from that element, right? But you know, I played, whatever. Like I was on the team, whatever, but I wouldn't say like on my team. Okay, if you guys are watching, former teammates, love you guys, but you know, like I'm not close friends with them. Like I still invite them to my parties. Like none of my former
they're not your inner circle, right?
Inner circle, exactly. Yeah. They're just teammates to me, kind of thing, right? So yeah, man, just growing up, and then after that, I kind of stopped volleyball for a bit after high school, and then got back to it, and yeah, rest is history.
Would you say that you're more into volleyball now than you were in high school?
Oh no, 100%, because I took time to reach out of friend groups, like as in like just like put myself out there. I'm talking like, you know, some people are just shy. They like go to new places without a person, like a +1.
Yeah.
I didn't do that. Like I used to go to like, if I saw volleyball on the internet, it's like, oh, volleyball, this place, volleyball, this place. I just go, and then from there, like I used to force myself to get out of my comfort zone and at least get 2-3 numbers, and then after that, it's a butterfly effect, and it just goes. And I think like, yeah, stranger danger, whatever, but at the same time, it's like, yo, like these guys just want to play volleyball. I'm not chilling with them outside. I might chill with them outside if I consistently see them and be friends with them, but initially, bro, we're just gonna go play volleyball, whatever, right? So, yeah,
that's pretty dope. Though that it's like primarily I would say nowadays your social circle, a lot of it is volleyball. I think almost majority of it is volleyball. If it wasn't for like your friends like in Maple, I think even part of that.
I even this year, the craziest part is that I converted my friends to volleyball.
Yeah,
like, I provided them opportunity to play volleyball. Now everything's just mixed. Like I probably say like every single inner circle friend too of mine plays volleyball. Yeah, at, like starting from recreational level to intermediate to advanced, whatever. But they have played volleyball because of me. I'm just like, yo, just okay, enjoy it. And then they're like, oh, damn, wow. And then, yeah, so it comes down to the topic where it's just like, yeah, if it wasn't for that, if it wasn't for sports, my childhood, my adulthood would be very different because my social element, I think a lot of my social circles are from sports. If it wasn't for sports, I'd probably just, like, my full-time job is an engineering job, so I'd just be in engineering, same 4 friends every day. Like, yeah, kind of sit. I'm getting fat, but I think I would have been fatter, you know, like, stuff like that. So that's
I would like, honestly, I don't know if that's all you, but I'm just looking at your fucking, I'm not going to turn the camera on, but right there, you got all your fucking trophies and medals from, I don't know if that's all academic or all, like...
No, those trophies and medals are definitely, like, always sports related, but I always tell my friends, like, okay, I don't know how many trophies and medals I have, but I have a lot. But whatever that is, I've lost at least 5 times as many tournaments.
Yeah.
Right? So that's only the portion that I've won or like medaled in.
Right.
I've lost just as many, right? Like even 2 days ago. 2 days ago and last weekend. I lost 2 tournaments in a row. The one 2 days ago really stung. Like that was a good team, but we lost in the semis, but you know whatever.
We even went to a concert after that because you were so heartbroken, man.
Yeah. I bought concert tickets to like the saddest
How do you
ever.
play the sport you love and still remain a sad boy?
No.
I'm joking, bro. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Dude, I was heartbroken.
That's still the sad boy, isn't it?
I know. I was so happy that like in the tournament when I'm winning I'm happy, but when I lose, okay, some tournaments can go in like not expecting much, right? But I had high expectations for this tournament because like I had such a good team.
Yeah.
Right? And then also like there's a couple players that I made a mistake on, so I'm just hard on myself as well.
Oh, for sure.
So it's like I was like devastated. I'm like, oh, you know, like, I was just so bad. And then I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna go to a concert tonight, whatever. Bought tickets on the spot. Went down. Alright, sorry, we just had to trim that out. Daniel kept burping.
Okay, I was like, you know what, man? I'm still feeling it from the drinking, bro. Like, man.
Guys, tell us if you want us to not cut out the burping next time, okay?
Yeah, or we could just blooper reel it onto our reels.
100%.
Because I know you like to put it up on your your private.
By the way, 1.3 million views on my last TikTok. That's crazy.
And you're still not monetizing it?
I know, exactly.
Oh my god.
It's hard to monetize on TikTok.
Really?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, I wouldn't know. I don't have TikTok. TikTok's not my shit, so.
Okay, talk to me.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure these are all pretty good memories in your trophies right there, but what would you say are some of your best memories? Give me 3 of your best memories of playing sports as a kid. I know there's a lot.
There's so many,
but what's sticks out to you?
My favorite play is not even. I don't think I remember a significant volleyball play. Actually, there's one really nice hit that I did. It's just whatever. It was in the middle of the game, whatever. But that hit was a massive hit, and then that crowd went crazy. That was crazy.
Yeah.
But other than that, this is a play that I talk about forever. Back then, dude, we grew up in high school ages were 2012, 2013, whatever. Yeah, some cameras were coming out, but I don't think we have enough videos and stuff, right? Sometimes I'm like, man, I wish someone recorded this shot of mine, but back in house league soccer, I had a free kick from just past the halfway point, half line from midfield. Yeah. And we were tied 1-1, and I just took a shot, and I went in. It was the most, it was the craziest.
What possessed you to take that shot?
I don't know. The coach was like, yo, cross it in, and then let a man header it. I'm like, nah, I'm going to take this shot.
This guy had an anime moment.
And I took it. And not only that, and I'm not even joking, okay, this might be, I don't know if this is fake, I made it in my head, but it was definitely on it was on Canada Day weekend or Labor Day weekend. Okay. Something like that. So then there was fireworks in the background too. Okay, maybe not right when I took the shot, but definitely
it happened at that point.
Yeah.
Point that
there were fireworks that day.
So you just crushed them.
Yeah.
I love that.
It was one of the summer holidays, so it might have been the August one, the civic holiday or whatever.
Right.
Yeah. And that favorite W is still grade 10 when this is when I decided this is when I realized damn, I can actually play volleyball. Yeah. It was in grade I lied, it's not grade 10, it was grade 11 September, so early, grade 11. Okay. Recreational team, it was my dad and their friends, and then I was the only guy that somewhat knew how to play volleyball. I carried that team to a tournament win. It was a recreational tournament. Yeah. But since my dad was on the team, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the 5-1 system, but it's a 1-setter 5-hitter system. Yeah. And my dad was always setting, and he just set me the entire time. Front row, back row, front row, back row, front row, back row. I'm like, bam, 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 bam. That's when everyone was like, damn, this guy. But I felt like it came there. But at the same time, obviously I went down a level, it was recreational level, I was intermediate, but yeah, that's definitely my favorite W. And also, one more, sorry. Just remember.
You got a third, I think this is your third.
Okay. My favorite trophy is, this trophy called the Kyrie trophy.
Okay.
So
which one is up there? Is it there?
It's one of them. I can't remember. It's a lot. Damn.
I'm fucking bad. I'm gonna put a screenshot right now on somewhere on the screen in the video.
Okay.
Just showing that.
The trophies.
Yeah.
But yeah. So the Kyrie trophy was a very meaningful one for me because one of my earliest childhood memories, and I still have a picture. Actually, let's put that picture on the video too. Okay.
You gotta send me that.
Okay, I will. It's a picture of me and my dad. Well, my dad's team won the trophy.
Yeah.
And then he picked me up. And I held the trophy too.
Oh, that's so dope, man.
This is like when I was 3 or 4 years old.
Yeah.
So that same tournament, that same trophy that he held, I held years later. Damn. Because I won the tournament. Well, we won the tournament with our team. Right. The exact same tournament years later. So that's the most meaningful and fun one. And we really, really worked hard for that one.
Yeah.
Practices every Friday.
Were you the youngest on the team at that time?
This team, yeah.
Yeah, because if you're playing with your dad, that's what I was wondering. That's crazy.
No, I wasn't. No, I'm not playing with my dad for this tournament. This is a completely different team. My dad was playing by then, yeah. But I was still the youngest on the team, yeah. I was like, when did we win this? This 3 years ago, yeah, I was 21. Yeah, 20, yeah.
It's funny because do you ever feel like you're looking back at these memories, and even today, when you play sports, you feel like a kid again? It doesn't, because I like in those moments for me when I play sports, I don't feel like I'm an adult.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I'm 25.
You see, what I say about sports and why I recommend sports too is like, especially like, tough work week, tough work day, whatever. When you're in the sport, you're just focusing on the sport.
Exactly.
No mortgage payments, there's no bills,
there's no rent, there's no...
Yeah, there's like...
I don't have to shave. Well, you should shave.
Yeah, you don't need to look good. It's like, it's whatever. You just go.
Exactly.
Play. That's it. In volleyball, the only focus is to get the ball up, So, that's it. And, yeah. Just keep on playing consistently.
This is a random kind of verging from this, but bro, don't women just look so attractive playing sports? I'm so sorry, I have to bring this up, but
I don't want to comment on that.
Yeah, you do. Like, I don't know, for volleyball, even for me when I see them play basketball.
Yeah, like any sport. I mean, honestly, like the thing that attracts me about women playing sports is that like they're working hard,
Yeah.
Like they're not like they're determined. They're just that. I think that's where I see it.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily like the sweat or anything. Yeah. I think some girls like the sweat on guys. Like how like the basketball players.
Yeah.
Some girls are attracted to that. For me in particular, it's not attracted to sweaty girls, but
it just shows that they're like hustling, Yeah. I get.
I'm attracted to just like the determination. Damn, like I want to win this.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, that's crazy.
That honestly, because now that we're talking about memories of it, I think this is so funny. But one of my favorite memories of sports wasn't even a sport I played. It was when I was in grade 9, and we watched the senior girls volleyball team play.
Oh my god!
And I just remember watching that and just being like, God damn, man. God damn. That was like definitely like as a kid, like
that's when you regret it. You're like, shit, I should play volleyball.
Okay, looking back on it now, I'm joking. I definitely enjoyed the sports that I played. But
yeah, I definitely do have a handful of friends that are like, damn, volleyball girls. But I'm like, I don't know. when I see volleyball girls or when I see volleyball on TV, I honestly just see like the play.
You see the sport because you love the sport, right?
I see the play, yeah.
Yeah.
And just like how I said in the other episode too, it's like, I don't know, like I don't really chase girls because like I only date to marry kind of thing too.
Yeah.
No, for volleyball, like when I see volleyball girls playing volleyball or like girls volleyball,
yeah,
it's much more skillful than guys volleyball. Guys volleyball is just like bam, bam, hit hard. But volleyball girls are just like more skillful, like more precision, more this.
Yeah.
Right? So yeah, that's why I like watching girls volleyball. Not for the other reason that majority of guys do. Fair enough. Which shouldn't be the case. I think you should watch girls volleyball for the actual sport.
Okay, you like let's be like you can be like honestly, like I think like anywhere between 50-50 or like 80-30 skill to the girls, or like not 80-30, that's not bad. 80-20. 80-20.
Think about the girls already, I can't comment on that.
But yeah, like definitely, like I still enjoy, especially nowadays. Whenever sometimes we go back and forth like Instagram clips of volleyball, I'll get stuck going through and just watching those two, just because they're so epic. Like, excuse me. Oh God.
So what attracts you to baseball?
For me, baseball, there's just so many elements to it because there's so many highlights. Like, as a pitcher, for me, getting a strikeout was one of the favorite things I love to do. Just being able to pitch and fight against a hitter, being able to get them like swinging and missing is just like, oh, you can't hit my pitches, you can't hit my shit.
Yeah.
And then when you're hitting, it's fun too because when you hit the ball from pitcher, it's like, yo, your pitches are shit, bro. like this shit is baby food. Other than that, I think the other elements of it is, do you know what base stealing is?
Yes.
So yeah, well, it's when a pitcher's about to pitch and you just try to steal the next base over. Yeah. And for me,
does that happen often?
No, but for me, I used to run pretty fast as a kid, and I never got caught stealing. Like when the catcher would throw, I've gone through like full seasons not getting caught.
That's awesome.
So anytime, but like I was also a really bad hitter, so I didn't get on base as often. But like I was a pretty okay pitcher, I would say. Good?
Yeah, I just forgot how to drink water.
Yeah. But I would say from all like my other two sports memories though from that, like one of my favorite was my first year playing baseball. We had a tournament. They hosted a tournament between our league. So our league was called Martin Grove.
Yeah.
There was the Rexdale and I believe the Western League. I think we mixed all those three into the tournament of everybody. And I just remember that tournament. We like every single player on our team played so well, and we slapped the hell out of that tournament. So we got to go to I think it was a provincial tournament of some sort, and that was held up in Bolton, up on Highway 50. So that was really fun. That was like my first experience traveling for a tournament. It was like just a different environment too. We didn't do too well. I think we ended up 2-2 or like 2 wins, 2 losses, or 1 win, 3 losses, something like that. But we did better than we anticipated. It was probably one of my favorite highlights because we got a trophy for that, and then we ended up getting a trophy. I was so sad though at the end of the season, we didn't even win the season. We lost in the finals.
It was the worst.
Yeah. Because we were such a good team. We were better than every team. It's just we made so many mistakes.
That's the beauty of sports too, man. It's like you can't, like, it's just...
Yeah. But, and then my last good memory from sports. High school, I think my favorite memory was definitely when me and my boy Kingsley, shout out Kingsley, by the way, very, very close and dear friend of mine. We played basketball against these two other high schoolers from another school. And honestly, like back then, Kingsley and I probably weren't really good. And I think it was just starting when we were really starting to get the hang of it. And I don't know, like, for me, I just went on a tear, man. Like, 3-pointers, like layups. I was actually like putting dribble moves out there and stuff like that. It was pretty freaking crazy. And I think we slapped them I think we went up to 21. I think we won like 21-4. And I'm pretty sure they were bigger. Like they were bigger than us too, which was pretty crazy. I had fun with it though. Very fun. Those are probably my 3 fondest memories of playing sports as a kid.
I love how you put a conclusion sentence like an essay. It's like, those are probably...
Okay, but like, you gotta end it off. My English teacher. Yo, Miss D. Costanzo was my best English teacher. Grade 12, she raised my grade 11 mark. That was I had a 51 in grade 11 English, University English. And the next year, I finished with a 92 in grade 12. She resurrected my English skills. It was crazy. Oh my god, because that's another rant. That's a high school rant. We'll probably do a different type of high school. Exactly.
So when you have kids, will you put them into sports? Will you force them into sports? Or force them into baseball?
I don't think I'd force them into baseball, but I think I would want them to at least play a year or play in school, because there's so many things you can take away from it, whether it's just athleticism, body movement skills, you can take away flexibility, strength, speed, and just keep yourself overall more healthy. Even if you do risk an injury or cut scrape, that's part of it. It also teaches you that toughness too.
Yeah.
I want them to learn that from sports. And then just having a team. I don't know if I want them to play solo sports like tennis or badminton. I want them to like make friends.
Very team sport.
Exactly. Better teamwork, communication, make friends. Because you never know, like, even though for us I wouldn't say we're friends with people that we played sports with as kids, it just teaches you that skill of making friends and being social with them. And I feel like nowadays, especially going back to your brother playing, it's a huge advantage because of everybody like over the pandemic just like being home and not being able to play sports with each other. It's a huge advantage now that everybody gets to come together. Yeah, energy in that gym today was crazy.
Yeah.
And everybody was tight with each other, so that was pretty dope.
Yeah, it's a social element. It's a social element. It's a healthy way of socializing too, compared to socializing at parties.
What about you? Are you forcing? I bet you're gonna force one of your kids to play volleyball.
So like my childhood. I didn't know what like childhood trauma was until like I was like, oh shit, yeah, my dad, that wasn't cool. I mean, looking back at it, I'm thankful now, but there were times where I used to like cry, like in this very house, like I used to cry, like I don't want to go, and he used to like drag me to the gym and just be like, no, you have to like this, that, you want to get better, kind of thing, and feel like sticking it up. Dude. What it is that it was tough for my dad because he had good intentions, but I just wasn't in the environment, like in a proper volleyball environment. My volleyball environment was like Indian uncles. Like, as a kid, you're like, you want to play with your friends, like you don't see it. Like, I didn't see like, oh damn, there's this entire volleyball community after. Like, if I growing up, like if I was brought to like like the Toronto Volleyball League or something like that, like something big, I would have been like, damn. Like if I saw colored volleyball as a kid, like I'd be like, damn, okay, I'm gonna play volleyball.
Especially like more kids similar to yours.
Yeah, exactly, right? But I think if I were to have kids, female or male, I'd bring them up in a volleyball kind of community, like bring them around and stuff. And if they do it, they do it. I'd love for them to do it. I could imagine like just like training them and making them into like a D1 kid. That'd be amazing.
D1 ball, that'd be crazy.
I think I'm capable of training a D1 kid. I think so. My genetics, I don't know, but we'll see. Maybe liberal. Maybe we'll see.
Get a color girl.
That too. So if you're a short girl that has a crush,
show some short king some love, man. No, that just sounds great. But
okay, that's when it's desperate. We'll see. I mean, no pressure on whoever I'm dating. But D1 babies.
And okay, I want to comment on that. It's no disrespect to your dad at all, of course, but I think it was the way of you said it's environment, but it's also kind of the way that you bring it up to your kid,
Yeah.
And it's no disrespect at all, but you know, because you're not going to pass that on. You know how you'd want it to experience it, right? So you wanted to experience it the way you did in your adult life. Let's say you go to tournaments all the time with people similar to your age. You make these friends. I think it'll be different though, because as a kid, we're not going to have. As kids, we didn't have the social knowledge we have now.
Yeah.
So, but that's something we learn along the way.
Exactly.
What was this might be traumatizing. What was the worst sports experience you had as a kid? Not necessarily like, I don't want to go into something trauma like that, but like the worst loss or the worst like setback you've experienced.
Yeah, you can see my face change. I just got like a bunch of like flashbacks that like I walked in the back of my chest. But the absolute worst one, damn, this is like the first time I'm ever saying this ever, because like, I don't even think that people remember this. But this is one that haunted me throughout high school. Like, everything, right? So in grade 8, my dad brought me to like rec volleyball.
Yeah.
And we made it to provincials. And it was provincials, I think it was either quarters or semis. It's probably quarters.
You guys have to like drive out for that? Like,
yeah. It was up in Waterloo.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it's not too far, but it's still pretty far. Yeah. And quarterfinals, third set, 14-13. I was the center, and I just messed up the set. I just slipped through my fingers. And my team spirit, like, I don't know, it was just weird. I was just in a weird team where the team spirit wasn't that high. They kind of like, I felt like they done me. No, like they had like their own cliques and stuff, and I was kind of like an outsider, even though it was the freaking center controlling the team.
Yeah.
But yeah, and that one really sucked.
Mm-hmm.
because I don't know, I put so much pressure on myself that day. That was the worst one from my childhood. Worst one recently, guys, you won't believe this. I tell this to everybody, bro. Finals. It was a recreational tournament, so it's not that bad. Right. And I wasn't swimming because, like, you know, it's a recreational tournament. I was setting. And so volleyball is best of 3, right? First set, we won. Second set, we lost. Third set's only up to 15 points. We're winning 14-6. It's up to 15 points. We just need one more point to win. And then we ended up losing 16-14 because it's win by 2. So we lost 16-14. That was the worst L. And in the finals, like I'm talking like this is something unimaginable. Like we just need 1 point. Yeah. And we used our timeout and everything, and dude, it was just the other team played well. We were stuck in a bad rotation and they're in a good rotation. Yeah. You can't do much about that. Yeah, and our teammates just kept folding, hitting into net, hitting out, just et cetera, and I can't hit because I'm the setter, and it's a recreational tournament. I could change it up technically, but I didn't because it's too complicated for them. So rotations are like you have to practice that. Like all that stuff. Like they're go to final point. And the worst part is like every point we're like, no, we're gonna get the next one. Now we're in this. Once it got to like 12, 14, I'm like, damn. This might happen. Like, we might lose. Like, now we end up losing. That was definitely the most embarrassing. That's tough. That's going to be embarrassing for years to come. Yeah. I mean, that's okay. I mean, stuff like that happens. It makes the game exciting. Like, even though you're not on that end of it, it makes the game exciting in general, right? Yeah. Comebacks, like, it's just something to learn from. Something to experience, right? I've been on losing ends of comebacks. And I used to play goalie for a bit, for some... Actually, after high school, I played like a little bit of a goalie, and one game I let in like 7 goals. After that, I haven't played goalie since. I haven't played goalie competitively since. That was embarrassing too. Remind me, what position do you play in for soccer? During high school, it was like just left wing. Like left wing? Oh, okay. But then I played goalie for a bit too. I actually won one tournament as a goalie and got silver for one tournament as a goalie. So I remember for soccer, I always loved playing goalie. It's either that or everybody would get mad at me for slide tackling. Slide tackling? Oh, that's the best part of goalie. Being a goalie, you just run up, rush up, and slide tackle. Yeah. When I was like 19, 20, like 19 years old, like I loved playing goalie. Like I had a lot of energy. Now it's like I don't think I could play goalie. I also just like using my hands more. I got a big kicker, and every time I would always get my playing either midfield or any of the forward positions or even on defense, I always just end up getting fucking battered at shins. It was kind of annoying. But yeah, how do you? What's your worst memory? Oh, it had to be. So my second year playing baseball, I have 2. Second year playing baseball, we had a team where I love that team because we get to unofficially team captain, but there's 3 of us who had really good baseball experience at that point, even though it was my second year. Yeah. A lot of people were just newcomers trying it out for the first time. So some of them didn't have the best throwing, but it had to be. We somehow squeaked into playoffs with a really bad losing record. I think we were 3-10 or 3-9, but we got into playoffs, and our first playoff game, I was so excited. We could not field the full team. We had no outfielders. Oh my god. We had no outfielders. It was the most depressing thing because we lost our other good player because he moved back to BC, and then we had everybody else who could come in just was either unavailable for it or they just didn't show. I was so sad. So we got slapped up that day. So in baseball in Little League, I remember there's a mercy rule. So in every inning, if you score 5 runs, it's an automatic change to stop everybody from getting hard slapped. We got mercy ruled every inning. We got 5 old every inning for 4 innings, so we lost 20. It was 20 to 3. It was pretty bad. That was probably one of the worst losses. I would say definitely though, in my second one, it's also still baseball, was the day I found out I couldn't pitch anymore in high school. So it was the off season. I was just maybe throwing around with one of my boys, Shane, and my elbow was just killing me after throwing. I've never really gotten it fully completely diagnosed, but even to this day, if I pitch maybe for half an hour or just throw really hard for half an hour, my elbow still kind of hurts.
So I think it's just some type of damage in my elbow. I can play basketball, I can play volleyball, all fine. But if I start throwing really hard, it's I think it's like a ligament injury of some sort.
Have you tried playing like tennis or badminton?
I've tried tennis a bit, but I don't.
It might be like tennis elbow kind of thing.
I don't think it is because
no, there's a baseball term. Baseball term. What's it called? It's
Tommy John surgery?
Yeah, Tommy John. Is it that?
It might be. I think so. I think it's the torn. It's a torn ligament or partially torn. But yeah, after that, like I don't try really to throw as hard as I can. I'll do it once in a while if I link up with our friends to see if I can throw that hard. But that was really sad for me because I didn't play. I haven't played since. So I haven't played since grade 10 or grade 11 baseball. That was really tough for me. Oh, I just thought of one now, but it's honestly one that makes me laugh nowadays. But it was something that really pissed me off. But the first time I ever got ankled in basketball. So I was at a neighborhood community, like at a neighborhood court back where I used to live as a kid. And there's this guy who's pretty good, but up until that point, I think even after that, I still haven't been ankled again.
Yeah, ankled so hard.
Yeah, I actually got like buckled so hard, dude. Like he put a cross into a hezi into another cross. Then he drove forward and then like pulled it back, and he sent me to the floor. And then the thing is, everybody like. Because the court was surrounded by townhouses, right? So the backyard's kind of backed onto it. So people were just watching us play. And all you hear is everybody like in the townhouses who saw it was like, "Woo!" Everybody saw it, and I'm just like back then I was just like, I stay on the floor for it. I'm like, God damn. But I look back on it and I was like, damn, that you got me really good. But that traumatized me for a while as a kid. Caught me with a really nasty combo.
Yeah. Even today, remember in the basketball game, like there's like a block and everyone.
Yo, like when everybody goes crazy, if you're getting blocked or you're the one getting crossed, yeah, that shit's tough. But you gotta swallow. Like that's as an athlete, you gotta swallow that pride, right? You guys, like some people are gonna get you, just like you can get people the same way.
Exactly.
So,
speaking of injury, my injury kind of blessing and a curse both. But the day that, remember the tournament, the Carter tournament? I said like, my dad won and then I won years later. That same day, I got my knee injury as well, like jumper's knee from just playing too much. Yeah, my knees just like I got tired out. Like my patella just gave up on me. So just 2 years of rehab, just like strengthening, just like resting, weight, etc. But those 2 years were also during the pandemic years too. So it was okay. Now
because you were still rehabbing while you were at IKEA, no?
No, it was right after IKEA that I think I had that tournament, and then the next week I quit IKEA. Or it might have been the week before or something.
I remember you were kind of messed up that last week.
Yeah.
So, and you still pulled one of your last shifts, you pulled like a 12-hour shift?
Yeah.
You're nuts.
Oh, take all the money in there.
True.
But dude. And then, my knees were weak. I got fat that summer because I didn't play sports. That was the first summer I didn't play soccer. Mm-hmm. Tried knee bases, tried anything, still in pain. But now I play volleyball without knee bases. I play the whole tournament without knee bases, no problem.
You play sometimes it's like 7 times a week.
I play 7 times a week. I think it's bound to happen. I gotta chill. But definitely the way, the thing about, if you have excess fat, I know I'm acting like I'm very fat or something, but if I have excess fat, my knees start getting just because of the structural.
Yeah, you just gotta feel the pressure of your body. So yeah, that's what
like that. Why is my phone going off right now?
Okay, I'll get for now. Oh, one heartbreak. This was more recently. It was more recently, but the day at the tournament you hosted when me and John both went down with leg cramps. I was devastated because we were against the team we were doing pretty well. Yeah. We could still win that. It was first set. We could still win that set. So I go down with a leg cramp, and it was bad. It sent me to the floor. So luckily we had a sub in, so we brought him in, and then our boy John. John was one of our best hitters that day. So and he's pretty tall too. So he's got some height. He can block. He goes up for it looks like an ordinary hit, and he comes down and he starts grabbing his calf, and I'm just like, no way.
Remember? Damn, they're gonna get. Oh, dude.
Yo, we got a guest, bro. This guy's who's hooping.
He's gonna miss all his buckets.
What? Bro, he only missed one shot.
Yep.
But when John went down,
yep.
Bro, that was. That was when I knew it was done for us. I didn't want to say it because I was trying to keep our energy up.
When was this? The second turn? The one that I didn't play in?
The one that you didn't play in, yeah. The third one. Yeah.
That's why I barely remember what you're talking about, to be honest.
Yeah, because we were just trying to organize the whole day.
Yeah.
But I just remember he went down. That
was a super hot day. That was the hottest day in the summer. My boy had a heat stroke that day.
I remember that. But I just remember. So when he went down, I had to go back in, and I was straight up useless the rest of that game. I could not move.
Yeah.
Every time the ball would come to me, I'd be like, okay, how do I position myself to not cramp up again? They would set one time. One of our Ricky, he set the ball up for me, and I'm like, what are you doing? I can't do this. I have to just ball it over. It was a free ball.
God. That was a tough tournament.
It was not. It was very. I think
it wasn't really recreational. It was more intermediate side.
Yeah,
or low intermediate.
But that's why we had to bring in what's it called, Andy's boys and stuff like that, and we had to bring in we thankfully brought back Ashwin for our tournament, and then we got Ricky, and Ricky's really good.
So you guys still lost.
Yeah, we got shit on because we fucking lost 2 players. I was so sad, dude.
It's okay. Sports. I feel like even in the NBA, NHL, anything, sports is more fun when teams don't win consistently. Guys are like the Golden State, the Golden State. I'd rather have a different team win.
That was what, 15 to the 4th straight fucking finals appearances?
It's not straight, but
they actually appeared from 2015, 16, 17, 18.
Oh, appearances, yes.
5 actually, fuck. But and then it also gets boring when it's just the Cavs and the Warriors going, for example. Okay. So, but I would say your tournament's been pretty fun because it feels like
it's been a different winner every time.
Yeah, and it always feels like we can, except for the second tournament where I fielded a team where we didn't really know each other that well. It feels like it felt pretty even.
The community that I've created, it's nice. It's nice. It is. Even today, I feel like half the gym already knows each other. Yeah,
we're familiar with each other. We enjoy playing with everybody. And then we'll have the new faces, which kind of get integrated as well.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah. Speaking of which, we should probably start getting ready soon, right?
This is probably gonna be our longest podcast. I feel like.
We'll have some stuff to trim out, but honestly, it was a really good talk. Though I feel like we had so much to talk about.
Sports background. I have a feeling this podcast might not even make it because this has been rubbing on my nerve.
We'll see. It's fine. I can figure it out hopefully, but
I don't know if it's been rubbing on my nerve. Hopefully it's not.
It should be okay. It was when I did the test, it seemed fine.
Okay, so if you guys have any tips to fix cramps, back aches, shoulder aches, knee aches, neck aches, what else do I have aches? I have everything right now.
Also, if you can fix my ligament in my elbow without doing surgery, just somehow, please do it. Just do it, please.
And if you guys say rest, I don't agree with rest.
You.
Yeah. I still want to lose my life.
Yeah, exactly.
That says rest. Who rests? Pussies.
I was gonna say it. Alright, but thanks guys for listening again.
Hopefully you like the quality of the mics and the quality of the
we're gonna keep working on it. It's gonna slowly improve as we go by. We're gonna figure out everything as well. But we really appreciate the early listens too. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Just let us know what we could improve on. Let us know what you like about it. Let's give them something to talk about. Tell us your favorite memory of sports from high school. I think that would be a really cool thing to read about. Some of our people just going back into memory lane for that.
That'd be amazing.
Or if you're still in high school now, tell us your favorite memory recently playing sports.
Exactly. Tell us your worst memory.
Yeah.
If you just want to let out your chest, even your chest in the back of my head, but just brought it up.
Yeah.
That was really bad. But everyone forgets.
We love to hear about it. It's really cool to just see how everybody experiences things differently.
Hell yeah.
But thank you guys again. This has been the Across the Street podcast. This is our 5th or 4th episode filmed?
I bet the 4th.
4th. Alright, thank you guys, and we'll see you next time. Later.
Peace.